Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. The much awaited next 2nd of November has come, where the legal fireworks was expected, where Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer Aloy Ejimakor had filed a 5 billion naira suit against the federal government, insisting that they should apologize to his client and of course reinstate Nnamdi Kanu from to where they saw him as at 19th of June 2021. And well, it looks like the fireworks is about to begin. Before we go into the news proper to find out exactly what is the situation on ground right now, like you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon, please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the suit, wow, this is getting interesting. A lawsuit seeking the release of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, Nnamdi Kanu, by the Nigerian government, which was filed by his lawyer Aloy Ejimakor at an Abia State Court, has been adjourned again. Let's find out why. The 5 billion naira suit to enforce Kanu's fundamental human right had been slated for Tuesday, which is today. The suit has 8 reliefs, which included a declaration that the arrest of the applicant in Kenya by the respondent or their agent without due process of law is arbitrary, illegal, unlawful, unconstitutional, and amounts to infringement of applicant's fundamental right against arbitrary arrest, to his personal liberty, and to fair hearing as enshrined and guaranteed under the pertinent provisions of CFRN and the Charter. However, Ejimakor said on Tuesday morning that the suit had been adjourned to November 19. Nnamdi Kanu's human rights suit, which was set for today, 2nd of November, which the 2nd of November has been adjourned by Abia State High Court. I'm saddened by this untoward development over a suit that seeks the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu from his illegal detention, Ejimakor said. When asked what might have transpired to cause the adjournment, the lawyer disclosed that the hearing was built for 9 a.m., but the judge, Justice Onoha A.K. Ogui, was not on seat. The hearing was supposed to be at 9 a.m. The judge is not on seat. His name is Justice Onoha A.K. Ogui. He is the Chief Judge of Abia State High Court. Ejimakor added, now this is unbecoming and untoward, really. But deep within us, let's tell ourselves the truth. We actually know that this will be adjourned. It looks like the game plan, just personal opinion now, over time, having observed what they have been doing over time, especially those who they call enemy of the state. It happened in the Shiitist leaders' time. They kept on adjourning, and when they keep on adjourning, they keep detaining you in the facility, unfortunately, because they can't release you until your case has been heard. Did the same thing with the Omoyele story, but not for the timely intervention of Falana, who insisted, okay, bail time, we're going to meet it, and Falana had to drag it. But at the end of the day, they still insisted that Omoyele story should not leave Abuja environment. He has no right to travel out of the country, and unfortunately too, he has no right to travel out of Abuja. But you know that Omoyele Sowore is a human rights activist. His blood is always very hot. So since they have decided to detain him in Abuja, Sowore have also decided to become a thorn in their flesh. Every protest, everything that requires out shouting and screaming or illegality or has to do with infringement of another human right, Sowore will be there. So while they are detaining him not to travel out of Abuja, Sowore is busy also making their governance and administration almost not bearable for them as well. So you now see that it's technically, it's a way the government used to check or control those they perceive as those working against their government or those working against them or the enemies of the state. So now it may look like this drama that's about to play may not, and even the 19th of November that's been adjourned to, may not even be the day. Let's just hope. You know, this is really funny. The judge in question was not on seat. You ask the question, was he sick? Did he not know? A case of that magnitude, what went wrong, what could have happened? You now begin to see that this is not going to be except of course, I don't know how this is going to play out, but obviously, an average Nigerian there should know that this whole case will not be heard. Even the one of 10th of November, let's see how it will still play out. If there will not be, they may just hear one small thing, they adjourn it again. They'll keep hearing it small. And before you know it, this other one they keep adjourning. Except of course, Ejimakor may ask for. Did he ask for another judge to sit in? I wouldn't know, but this will require, like Ifeanyi Ejiofor will always say on his social media handles, say Chineke should keep praying. You know that their prayers are really helping, keep what is doing wonders. But also, it also reminds me of the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, an IPOB lawyer, an international lawyer, they also have stakes roles to play. By the time they keep, bringing the attention of the whole world to what is happening in Nigeria, or what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how they seem not to be hearing as it ought to be, then maybe the government they may be pressured, to hear the case. But one thing is certain: if that case is heard and the evidence is being put before the judge or before the court, is binding, if it's binding and is unrefutable by Aloy Ejimakor, then likelihood of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being reinstated back to where he's coming from is very high. So you now see that in fact, amongst the two cases, this one seems to be the most sensitive, because if they get it right, then the other case will not even hold. So you now see that it's going to be a case of drama, walking around the bush. Today the judge may not be on scene. Tomorrow maybe there will be the judge may not be feeling fine, or something may just happen. Unless tomorrow there will be something. And if 19 are joined to 19, the next one it could be that, oh sorry, the defendants were not able to come, or something was not able to. They shifted to maybe December 31st. I'm just saying. But I think by now, personal opinion, by now the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB should know the gimmick, and if they have to beat the government with, they need to think of another strategy to draw the government to really sit. I mean, truly make the judges to sit. But then, even the judges too are also being careful. It's a sensitive case. The whole world is watching. They want to see how the case will be run, how the dynamics. And don't also forget that they are being paid. That the judges are also being paid. They are federal workers. Always remember that. So whatever case they are hearing, they have to be very careful about it, so that their paycheck too will come in as at one due. So you see that it's a dicey one. Well, we are not yet. They say we have three arms of government. They ought to be independent. They ought to really be independent, but the question is, are they truly independent? Because if they are truly independent, they shouldn't be even be scared of their paycheck. They should go in there, whoever wins the day takes the day. But I guess everyone had already expected that this whole case would be adjourned, which means it leaves us to one more option, which is the Anambra election. And if the Anambra election holds, all those ones that the governors are saying we are going to look into the issue of release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and all that, those are, except you don't understand what campaign policies or campaign promises are. If you have ever tasted campaign promises, you will know when you see one, it smells like campaign promise. That's where we'll go wrap it up. Let's meet in that conversation. What's your take on this?